We've been working on a Terraform provider for Nitric. The idea is to bring infrastructure from code to Terraform users. I'm going to show you a proof of concept that we've been working on. It's a public repository. You've got access to it. And what it does is it essentially breaks the provider up into Terraform modules. I'll start with a Terraform module and just show you what that looks like. Let's say we're talking about secrets. So just a simple Terraform module that defines a random ID, takes in the project ID, and sets up a replication pattern for the secret with some labels that we're defining. Pretty straightforward Terraform script that deploys a secret. And what we need to make this deploy every time someone declares a secret in IFC is to orchestrate it. And what we've done is we've written some Python code. In the provider folder, we'll have a stack resource. And the stack resources is responsible for collecting all of your secrets, for example. So if I scroll up, we're just doing a collection of all secrets. So if you recall from the infrastructure from code inference, what we do is we do resource specification, and that lists all of the resources and how they're related to each other. What the provider does is it iterates through all of the resources, collects them, and then maps them to some Terraform module or IAC module that provisions the infrastructure. So effectively, we've built out the scaffolding for the Python code, which is going to take care of setting up all of the deployment. So basically mapping between the IFC and the IAC. And then we have scaffolded the modules that are actually going to implement that infrastructure for you. Showing you a quick demo of what that looks like. What I've done is created a project using the Nitric standard CLI, just called test. And that just has a services folder with a hello TS in it. I'm not really implementing any application code here. I'm just declaring all of our resources and giving it its intention. I do have a few test cases in there that show it working. At this point, I can run Nitric up. And when I do Nitric up, I can pick a provider. And I've got two providers here. I've got the standard Nitric provider, which I've called GCP Core. And then I've got the Terraform provider. And the Terraform provider is configured over here. And really all it's doing is telling it to use the Terraform CDK provider, which we've built in this project. So when I run it, it's going to take the modules that I've defined in this folder and scan over my application code, figure out how to provision these resources and build an output Terraform stack. And that's going to appear in the output folder. So let me just wait for that to happen. Shouldn't take too long. So this is using CDKTF to help with some of this process. What you end up with is a stack. And if I go into the stack and I go into the GCP folder, you'll see that I've got an assets folder and it's copied a lot of those resources that you've seen in the modules directory. But this is a Terraform project at this point. So go into that directory, go into that stack, and I can just do a Terraform init here. And I've set up my Terraform, and now I can do a Terraform deploy or plan. I'll do a plan. I need to grab the name of my project. And this is effectively, a Terraform project. So we're just doing a plan here. I've already deployed this project to the cloud, but this is just going to show you the differences between my current state and my changed state. But effectively, we've got a demo that shows you how to deploy IFC to GCP using Terraform and Nitric.